Hi, I'm Angela Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm going to tell you everything that's going on in and around St. Louis, basically keeping you in the mix. On Thursday, Major League Baseball announced that the August 20th game set between the Cardinals and the Pirates will be moved to BB&T Ballpark at historic Bowman Field in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Now, the game will take place during Little League World Series and will air on ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball and ESPN Radio at 7 o'clock. Players from both teams will attend the Little League World Series games before the big league matchup. They're doing this as a unified demonstration of the passion and commitment to helping grow the game at the youth level. That's what the MLB said. Pretty cool. Both Lance Lynn and Randall Grichuk both played in their Little League World Series games. In fact, the Little League organization recently tweeted a video of Randall hitting a home run in one of those games. So probably be pretty cool for those guys to revisit the field and talk to little guys like them just starting out. And everybody's getting ready for the Cardinals. In fact, the Blues are going to help kick off the Cardinals 2017 season. March 23rd is Cardinals night with the Blues. It's when the Blues take on Vancouver Canucks. The Blues will be wearing their Cardinals-themed warm-up jerseys, and they'll be later signed and auctioned off to benefit Blues for Kids. That's the charitable arm of the St. Louis Blues. And of course, fans attending that game who purchase a special theme night Cardinals ticket will get to leave with something really cool. It's an exclusive Yadier Molina Blues bobblehead. It's pretty cool. So if you haven't checked it out, you definitely need to. We've done this the last couple years with the Blues. Visit stlouisblues.com to check that out. And later, coming up in the show, I've got our special guest, Brian Edwards. He's an artist, and he makes art out of really cool things, model tops. You've got to see some of the stuff he's done. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Congratulations to the 17 high school acts that made it through the semifinal round of the 7th annual St. Louis Teen Talent Competition. This is pretty cool. St. Louis Performing Arts professionals judged the competition and narrowed the field from 40 talented acts. The qualifying acts will move on to the finals, where they'll perform on the fabulous Fox Theater stage on Saturday, April 8th, and they will be competing for college scholarships, prizes, and performance opportunities. The final competition is free and open to the public. You can find out more by visiting foxpacf.org. I think just hanging out on the Fox Theater stage would have to be the coolest thing ever. Now, from talented teens to talented college students, 2 University Missouri St. Louis students can now add author to their titles thanks to a class assignment. This is a pretty cool story. This started 2 years ago. Nick O'Brien and Chris Rolls met while working on a group project for Professor Bill Klein. Now, they were inspired by the common, hey, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do, rut that people get in. They spent the rest of the semester developing their game-based guide. 2 years later, What to Do St. Louis is in print. The book includes a 76-page index of personal recommendations of St. Louis destinations, ranging from dining to landmarks to activities, and comes with 128 full-color categorized playing cards in 2 different decks. It's pretty cool. This is a way that you can figure out something to do. Now, they said they based this idea basically off of if you give somebody 100 ideas, but they only know one of them, they will do the one that they already know. So this is a way to kind of mix it up and step outside into something a little bit different. You can check out more information by visiting whattodo.club. CNBC has just released its first ever Upstart 25, a list of promising young startups that are on their way to becoming household names, and ranking number 3 on the list is St. Louis upstart SafeTrek. SafeTrek was founded in 2013 by Zach Winkler when he was a senior at the University of Missouri. He and 3 friends created the app that allows students to quickly and quietly activate a call for help on their smartphones. Today, there are more than 250,000 users in the United States. Here's how it works. If you're feeling scared, you open the app, you hold your finger on the safe button. Once you're safe, you release the button and enter your 4-digit code signaling that all is good. Now, if you run into trouble along the way, you simply take your finger off the sensor and SafeTrek will notify the police of your location and that it's an emergency. To find out more about SafeTrek, visit safetrekapp.com. Fortune has released their annual list of the 100 best companies to work for, and 3 St. Louis-based companies have made the cut. Edward Jones makes its 18th appearance on the list, ranking 5th. Worldwide Technology is ranked 40th, and it's their 6th time on the list. And Build-A-Bear Workshop is back for a 9th time, ranked 76. Fortune based the rankings on employee ratings of their workplace culture, including the level of trust towards their leaders, the pride they take in their jobs, and of course the pride in the workplace morale. They also looked at the perks offered by each company, like paid time off, training, salary, and diversity. Tuesday, March 21st is World Down Syndrome Day. Down Syndrome International is asking people from all over the world to join them in creating a single global voice for advocating for the rights, inclusion, and well-being of people with Down syndrome. One way they're doing this is by inviting people to wear crazy socks. They're also asking people to share how they are celebrating Down Syndrome Day by using the hashtag #MyVoiceMyCommunity. March 21st has been the official National Down Syndrome Day since 2012. The date was chosen to signify the third 21st chromosome, which causes Down syndrome. You can learn more by visiting worlddownsyndromeday.org. Now, one way to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day is to take part in the Relay Run for 21. There will be a 21K, approximately a half marathon, which you can run on your own as part of a 3-person relay. If 13.1 miles is more than you care to tackle, they also have a 7K run and a 2.1K walk. The course will feature 3 loops through the streets of Clayton and U City. It's going to start and end at Clayton High School. The event raises money for Down Syndrome Association of Greater St. Louis, Dad's Community Outreach Fund, and the Poolhouse Foundation. This year's race will take place Sunday, March 19th. To register or for more information, visit runfor21k.com. Now, last week, singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran announced he's going to tour this summer in support of his new album, Divide. It's his 3rd studio album and includes hit singles Shape of You and Castle on the Hill. June 29th will kick off his North American arena tour. He hits St. Louis on September 17th and will play at the Scott Trade Center. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 17th at 10 a.m. They'll be available, of course, at the Scott Trade Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. You can check them out online at Ticketmaster.com. And thanks to a collaboration between the Office for Creative Research and COCA, the St. Louis Map Room has taken over the gymnasium in the old Stevens School. Now, through April 9th, local groups, including students, activists, historians, artists, and more, will visit the community space to create large-scale maps that reflect their personal stories and experience while living in the city. The map room is free and open to the public. Visitors can explore present and historic civic data with interactive projections that will allow them to overlay the community maps with historic city planning maps, live policing data, and more. For more information, visit stlmaproom.org. Number 1 in civil rights, the African American freedom struggle is in St. Louis is now open. It's now open at the Missouri History Museum. The exhibit examines the local civil rights movement and the city's leading role in advancing the causes of racial justice. It focuses on history that has been often overlooked, including 4 precedent-setting cases that originated right here in St. Louis, and events and battles that made a significant impact. For hours and more information, visit the Missouri History Museum at mohistory.org. All right, are you a model? If you're a model, you need to listen up. Sydney's Closet, a local family business dedicated to plus-size special occasion dresses, is holding a first ever open casting call for plus-size models. Their online open casting call is going on now. All right, this is what they're looking for, so listen up, ladies. They are searching for full-figured women ages 16 to 26 to model homecoming and prom dresses. They're looking for fresh faces, and of course, no experience is necessary. You just gotta be fierce. The deadline for application is Sunday, March 19th at midnight. You can apply by visiting sydneyscloset.com. Check that out, it's gonna be cool. World Bird Sanctuary is the place you're going to want to visit on Sunday, March 26th. That's the World Eagle Day, and they'll be celebrating eagles from around the world all day. You can learn about eagles through live shows and other fun activities. There will be face painting, fun crafts for the kids, and tours of the Wildlife Hospital. You'll want to be sure to bring your camera so you can get your picture with a live eagle. This year promises to be even more exciting when the addition of the new eagle programs come to life. To find out more about this free event, visit worldbirdsanctuary.org. Now there's a new pizza in town. Thanks to Pie co-founders Chris Sumner's Zaha Pizza and Salad is open for those looking for a fresh, casual pizza and salad experience. Zaha currently offers 9 varieties of oblong pizza, including spicy chicken, black sesame, and crispy garlic. Of course, you can build your own. They also have 7 different salads to choose from, and you can visit them on Skinker 7 days a week or online. Now it's Zaha, but it's ZZA, so ZZA-pizza.com to check them out. And right now is that special part of my show where I introduce my guest. It's an artist that I know pretty well from some of his work with the St. Louis Blues. I've got Brian Edwards with me. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, your artwork is a little bit unique. You do artwork using bottle tops. What got you started with that?
So I told this story Friday. I'm going to tell it again. I think I've told it 1,000 times. I built a bar in my basement, poured a concrete countertop, and we didn't do a real good job at it, and it ended up breaking. So I reached a point where I had to find something else to replace that top with. I bought 7,000 caps off of eBay, and I'm a big Cardinal fan, so we laid out the top of the bar with an STL with an arch over the top of it, a bird holding the bat, and a baseball on the other side. It's cased in with Rawlings Pro Stock billets. There's pictures in the screen right now. So we put that together, let's see here, in 2010 was when we kind of opened up the bar, had a grand opening on New Year's Eve with the neighbors. I've hosted the Jim Edmonds and Tim McKernan show. Channel 5's been to the house and done a full-blown interview and did a
It's pretty intricate work you got going on there.
It was a really interesting process that I got a buddy to help out with, and my wife did some work with me as well.
And then that kind of snowballed into you taking this and doing this for other events, because I know you've donated some pieces to the Blues for Kids Foundation to donate.
So I had 2,000 caps left over, and I made an American flag. People would come over to the house and see the American flag and say, "Can I get one? Can I get one?" And then it turned into Cardinal logos for Jason Mott's foundation, Kyle McClellan's Brace for Impact, Adam Wainwright's, and then I started working with the Blues this year. So it's
And you also did some work with Guns N' Hoses.
Yes, for backstoppers.
For backstoppers.
Yep. I did a thin blue line flag for Officer Flamian. Then I did a personal, I built the flag out, put it on Facebook, and auctioned it off. And all the money that was raised went directly to his family. And the people that bought it ended up being friends of ours and friends of my wife's. And we took the money from that, donated it. They actually bought another one to donate to the police department. And it's turned into a thin blue line frenzy. So.
Well, that's a great frenzy to be a part of.
Yeah.
So you actually have a full-time job, so you're kind of doing this on your free time, if you will.
Yeah.
As much free time as you can have as a family person with a couple kids.
Exactly, coaching soccer and trying to have a social life still with my wife. But I've always wanted to own my own business, but I always wanted to own a bar. And that's where the bar in the basement kind of came about. I've got my own t-shirts and coasters and logos and everything. But now I'm actually doing it with the bottle caps. So it's great, it's fun.
Well, if somebody wanted a piece, how could they get one?
You can go to my website, customcapart.com. There's a contact me space on there. My email address is customcapart@gmail. And then I've got an Instagram page and a Twitter page as well. So.
How long does one piece take you typically to make?
4 to 7 hours, depending on how big it is. I just finished a St. Louis flag with the fleur-de-lis and the red, white, and blue and yellow. That one took about 7 hours. It was 1,799 caps, which equates to 75 cases of beer.
Now, are we drinking all of those cases
no,
of beer to make one of these?
No, I can't keep up with it anymore.
So
No.
at one point you were trying to drink as much beer as you could to get these caps.
Well, yeah, and we've got friends that have like containers where they catch all their caps that are being pried off, and bars were saving them for me. And I've actually had people dropping them off at the house that work in the beer industry. So they're coming from everywhere. But now my work can be seen at Anheuser-Busch's Gift Shop. They saw some of the stuff that I was doing, and they're like, let's put some in here. So there's some available down there, but it's more of their branded pieces. So it's a lot of fun.
Just pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, we've got a photo of that right up there right now with the STL
And as far as
logo.
bottle cap art goes, I mean, if you're doing work for Anheuser-Busch, I think you're probably at the top.
I think if you've probably hit the top of the mark there.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're a huge Cardinals fan. Is the Cardinals stuff one of your favorite pieces to work on when you get to do the bird?
Actually, lately it's more of the creative stuff that I'm more interested in. I mean, I still do a lot of donation pieces. I do end up being like an STL or a bird, but lately I think, I've done so many STLs, it's time to try different stuff out. So like that STL flag was kind of a challenge. It was 70 by 40 inches wide, so it's a really big piece. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at doing different things now.
Yeah, so I'm assuming first you have to lay out where all these bottle caps go, or you just kind of wing it?
I have a process on paper, and some of it I just wing. But yeah, like I was going to bring up Stephen Walden. You had him here last week or 2 weeks ago. He always tells me that I need to challenge myself. So it's like I can do the traditional Mizzou M or Cardinal STL, but doing something different is a lot of fun.
To kind of expand what you can do. Is there anything coming up in the future that we should be looking for?
Probably the most excited I am about something right now is Center Ice Brewing's a new brewery that's opening up on right next to Pappy's, just down a few doors from Pappy's. Local guy does a lot of work for autism, and he's actually asked me and Steven to partner up and put our artwork in the bar. He's going to make the brewery like an art gallery, so to speak.
Oh, nice.
So what I'm going to do is put together 2 to 3 pieces for him. He's hoping to be open in April. You should check out Center Ice Brewing. And what we'd like to do is put price tags on there. So a portion of the price that the item may sell for would go back to his foundation. So he has a frozen cup. You may know who it is, Stephen Albert.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I do.
Yeah, something to check out and a new place to have a cold beer.
Now, is it really important? I know that you do a lot of donating and giving back. Is that really important to you, as well as selling your pieces just to somebody like me off the street?
It's important to me to get involved with things that hit home for me. So, I worked with a really interesting one called Pints for Prostates. They're national type deal. What they do is they provide breweries with caps, and it's a reminder to get men tested. So when you look at the top of the cap, it says Pints for Prostates. Flip it over, it's got their web address. Basically, the money they raise goes to help men get tested. So my father's a survivor from prostate cancer, and so is my father-in-law. So that's a particular one that hit home for me. Stray rescue, I'm a big, big animal person. Dogs in particular. So I do work for Stray Rescue as well.
What kind of piece did you make for them? Is it a dog?
Blues logos.
Blues logos.
Yeah, Randy Grimm's a big Blues fan.
You can't go wrong with Blues or Cardinals logos in this town, right?
Yeah, so I just did one for their winter gala that the whole team from the Blues signed. So it was similar to the one that was done for the Blues Casino night.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But it was just the traditional Blues colors.
Oh, very nice.
And then it did really well.
And is it cool to be able to see some of your works then signed by the whole team?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that's pretty neat that at least they saw it and they're like, oh yeah, I'll put my name on this. That's
yeah,
cool.
And it helps with the resale too. I mean, for a donated piece to be signed by a team, it's obviously increasing the price, so more money for the charity.
Now, when do you think you might leave the other job behind and pick this up full time? Because I'm thinking after today, and we're showing a bunch of your pieces on the screen while we've been talking, you might get an overload of people wanting these pieces. So are you just going to back order them?
No, I'm trying to figure it all out right now.
Trying to figure out what we're going to do with the rest. Well, let's tell everybody one more time. You've got customcapart.com.
Yep.
And you're also selling hats and t-shirts, right? To kind of go along.
That's more me just being silly.
I saw the hat and I was like, oh, we're supposed to buy a hat here.
Yeah,
so
good looking hat.
It's a good looking hat. But then you also have a Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And on that Instagram, there's a lot of your pieces. You can see some of the work you've done.
Instagram's the easiest one for me, easily to update. So that one's probably the best one to look at.
The best one to look at to see all the kind of cool stuff. Now I've seen the Blues ones up close, so I can vouch for those looking really awesome. And that's actually where I met you, is at Guns and Hoses.
Yep.
So I mean that event is always personal to me, and I really like that event. So it's cool that artists in the St. Louis community are not only utilizing their talent for profit, but also to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell everybody one more time where you can find them.
CustomCapArt.com.
There you go. Thank you very much, Brian. Thanks for being with us today. Definitely check him out. All his information is on the screen right now. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, you can check us out, STL TV, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, you can always drop us a line right here at The Daily Mix. The Daily Mix at stltv.net. Just stltv.net. And we want to hear from you. You got something cool in the community you want to tell me about? Let me know. Maybe we can put it on the show. Come on out. Just have a good time. Now that's going to do it for the Daily Mix today. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. See you next time.